Hey everyone, I'm taking a look at the Zoom Q2HD field recorder, or handy video recorder as they call it, because it will shoot high definition video as well as give you beautiful recordings in stereo from this golf ball looking microphone at the top, very well protected by these bands of plastic I suppose that go around here. And the accessory pack also includes a hat that can go on there and protect it, and also protect your sound a little better as well. Just go through the sockets here. We've got our on-off switch, a line out switch, also works for headphones obviously. HDMI comes with an HDMI cable so you can go straight into your TV. USB there. Microphone gain, I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. And this is a quick delete button, so if your film goes wrong you can just delete it with one touch. And in here we keep our SD card. So let's fire it up using the very nifty little power supply that Zoom supplies. It's one of those ones that just plugs into your wall and you plug in the USB cable that comes with the device. Zoom's using this kind of power supply a lot with a lot of its equipment at the moment, and I think it's great because you can pull the USB socket out of the power supply and it becomes very easy to transport then. So switching it on. Title screen. Sorry about all the reflections there, guys. Anyway, so if we get in a little bit closer, gee, there are a lot of reflections. Let's get this into a good position. Okay, so we're looking down at the manual there. Anyway, the most important thing to see right now is the stereo recording there. So you can see that if I tap the left hand side, I get a lot more response out of the left, or the L bar, than on the R bar, which is of course the right hand side. So the sensitivity of that can be switched too, so you can broaden the stereo spectrum, and that's measured in degrees. Here we have the playback volume. You can see the bar up here on the right as I press the up and down arrows. If I press the left and right arrows, I get a zoom on whatever it is I'm looking at. Okay, so you can see the text on the box there, zooming right in, zooming right out again. Okay, so that's a quick look at the main screen. Here's the menu. You really don't need to read the manual for this. It's all very self-explanatory, very visual, and very easy to operate. Okay, so I won't go through the individual menu systems in here because really there is nothing that will surprise you. Just navigate around using the arrows, press the record button in the middle just to change the parameters of whatever you're choosing. And menu again to get out of anything that you're looking at. So say I'm in the settings there. If I'm happy with the way that all is, menu again, menu out, and we're back to the main screen again where we're filming. Now, my experience with using this so far is that it does have an extremely sensitive and very clear microphone, and that's great for when you're recording interviews or performances, things like that, that require very nice clarity and lots of detail in your sound. Be wary of background noises because it is so good that it will pick up things like cars driving past in the street and birds in the trees and that kind of thing, and everything that's irrelevant to your actual performance. But the way to get around that, and this works very well, is to simply set the mic gain exactly where you need it. So the lower the gain, the less background noise it'll pick up. Just get it a little bit closer to the sound source that you want to record, that is the person talking or the band or whatever, and that will eliminate background noise. If, however, you really want proper ambience, and sometimes people like filmmakers do want background noise because as they edit their film, changes in background noise can actually have quite a strong psychological effect on the audience. A mic gain of 10 will of course pick up everything in the neighborhood. At the bottom here we've got a nice little tripod thread so that it can stand up nicely, and because of the shape of it, even a tiny tripod is good to get the lens high enough off the ground so you can get a good look or a good angle at most things. In the accessory pack you've got the hat, like I showed you before, a little hard case that comes with it, very handy, and a tripod with extendable legs. And like I said, even though it's only tiny, that's good enough to get you around most applications. So in summing up, I'd say it's a really nice little kit that will slip straight into your pocket, very little weight, excellent for sound quality. Really, if sound matters, if you're recording your favorite band in a live performance, then you can't beat this one. If there's heaps and heaps of noise around, it doesn't freak out, it doesn't distort, it can handle it quite easily. So if you're tracking a band, or if there's something loud, machinery or something that you need to film, then this is a great way to go.